Hi, and welcome to Female Entrepreneurs Magazine, your go-to platform for ambitious women who are ready to take the business world by storm. I'm your host, Angel France, and each week we'll dive into the latest strategies, stories, and success secrets from the most inspiring female entrepreneurs around the world. Welcome to the Real Female Entrepreneurs. Our next guest didn't just build a business, she built an empire from her living room while homeschooling not one, but three kids and living with multiple sclerosis. She is an award winning business coach who helps women entrepreneurs ditch that burnout. Oh my God, because we do have it. Scale through outsourcing. Oh, please, I need to outsource and turn their service based hustle into a freedom fueled business. She's gone from virtual assistant to agency owner to full time coach, proving that limitations are just launch pads in disguise. If you've ever thought, I can't, because she's here to show you that yes, you absolutely can. Please help me welcome the amazing Tammy Durden. Welcome, Tammy. Oh my God, you're so awesome.
Oh, thank you, Angel. It's so good to be here with you. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you because, oh my God, homeschooling, three children, while having MS, while building businesses. I cannot wait to get into balance with you, but we're not there yet because everybody needs to know how you did that. Because I want to know how you did it. Okay. So, but before we start there, what was that spark? What made you go into entrepreneurship as a whole?
Truthfully, I started my business on accident in the beginning of the business. So I wanted to work from or needed to work from home. I could no longer work outside the home. And so I got taken for a scam online back then, 17 years ago. Now there's tons of them, but there were back then too. And so I decided to look locally and got connected with an insurance agent who needed help with his lead generation administration. And then I added in bookkeeping once I realized I actually had a business. So, and then once I realized that, I knew needed to help other disabled persons to work from home too, because trying to find a job when you're disabled that can work with everything is very difficult. So that's why the agency came in.
Wow. So, do you still help other people who are disabled actually get jobs with the agency?
Well, I no longer run. I exited the agency in the end of 2020. So I'm on my own now again. It's a little, but I am, which is exciting too. And, but yes, I mean, and when people come to me, I certainly try to, get them where they need to be. I'm not as active as I used to be with it because I would try to bring them onto my agency in the past.
Yeah. And I mean now you're a full-time coach and I mean you coach people nonstop and you have an amazing group of people, women and that you coach.
I love it. I mean, one of the reasons that I continued to stay in business is because I could help other women, and that was my passion. It's not only my passion in business, but my husband's a pastor, and so that's my passion in ministry as well. And just grateful and thankful. I genuinely care about my clients and want to help them and see them excel.
Yeah, being a pastor's wife, that's all you've probably done yourself. I love that because you guys are such servants. I could never be a pastor's wife. I know that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't marry my husband knowing I was going to be a pastor's wife because he didn't know that until sometime in. Yes. And then I thought, it's funny. I had talked to an old high school friend years after I think I had my second child. And he said that an old friend of ours told him I was a pastor's wife. He said it took him 15 minutes to get up off the floor. So Believe me, I didn't realize I was going to be a pastor's wife either, but God is good. That's all I can say.
Well, he has given you a servant heart. So there you go.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So and that's what you do. You serve unconditionally. The peak coaches that you actually your clients that you deal with as a coach too. Because you have
Yes.
coaches that you actually train too and mentor.
I have dealt with a couple that were just starting out. So
Mhm.
any that were just coming on and didn't know how or had never even done a business before. So yes, I have coached some
And that's
coaches
a
as
hard
well.
thing. That's
Yeah.
a hard little world to be in to help those newbies.
Yes, it is. I mean, I enjoyed it. It's exciting too, but a lot of times startups can't afford a coach. I mean, I couldn't when I started, and it took many years before I could do it. So, yeah. So if somebody comes on and they're really, I think you have to still be motivated and really want to do it because,
Mhm.
I give activities in between sessions. And so they actually need to do work.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's important.
hello.
Yes, but
Everything is work. I mean, if
yeah,
they think it's just going to drop down, it's
yeah,
not.
yeah. It's funny though because I think when we went through 2020 and all of that, when people were home, people just thought they could do a business, whether or not they had ever tried. I saw a lot of people posting on social media, oh, I'm doing virtual assistant work if anybody needs it, even though they never run a business or even tried or even knew what a virtual assistant really was and stuff. So it was interesting to see how many, jumped onto that platform during that time.
Yeah, they were just trying to make a dime until they were
Oh,
able to
yeah,
go back to work probably, and yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
yep, definitely. Okay, knowing what you've learned so far and everything you went through in life up to now, what would you go back and tell your 18-year-old self?
Mm. Well, for one thing, with the business, I think that I would tell myself, don't think about it as much, just go for it and start. And the other thing I would say is start the agency model right away. Don't wait till you get busy enough for it. Actually, start that first. Because if you don't, you can end up actually taking a dip in income before you increase again. So I think if I had known, what I know now, I would have started my agency models earlier.
So can you explain to the people who are listening what agency model, what are you speaking about so they
Mhm.
understand?
Absolutely. I'm talking about, those solopreneurs out there who are doing it all and wearing every single hat and are just feeling maxed out. They got clients, but now their income is also maxed out and they can't do anything else. And so that's when it's really wise to think about bringing some help on, and that comes in the form of subcontractors. The way that I built it was with subcontractors and subcontracting people to help you with the client work first and then help you with your own back end office. So, and that builds out what we call an agency.
That's awesome because that allows you, the person who's starting the business, to excel in what they're really good at.
Absolutely. Yes. So we have to take our own advice sometimes, right? And we're the solopreneur with all the hats, but we need to take our own advice too and actually get people to help us, right?
Yeah, so that and I find that delegation, I'm glad you said that. Start first with that because what people don't realize that delegation tool as you grow seems to be the hardest thing to let go of.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I even like named certain managerial styles because I went through them all, like the helicopter manager. I'm going to just hover, you do this and then give it back to me and then I'll do the client, and all that thing. And when I finally learned to just let them have the client and have access to the client, that's when I really got freedom. And that was amazing.
Yeah, and
So
the
that's
great
what I help my clients with. is to get that freedom.
Definitely. Definitely. And I mean, even with the magazine, I don't do everything. I can't. I'm not the I can't. I have a team of people that they're all subcontractors that contractors that actually that work on their own time, and they handle people more than I do. Way more than I do. I'm the beginning and the end, I tell people. And
But
they're
that's great
all
because you know what you're good at, right? And so you give them the other stuff, which is
yeah,
amazing and what we should do.
yeah. So, yeah, so if you ever deal with us, know that you're dealing with our team, which is phenomenal. And, I mean, Tammy, you're the same way. You know what you're good at. You know what your strengths are. And I think that's what most female entrepreneurs need to do is know what their strengths are.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a
Mhm.
big part of it is knowing. And a lot of people say, well, I don't know what niche to, put myself in and things like that. And I try to talk them through. I tell people to list out like what you're really passionate about on one side of a paper or digitally. And on the other side, to list out like all your skills. And somewhere in there is usually an overlap. And if you compare those together, where the passion and the skills match, then you've really got something because then it won't be work. It'll be fun.
You got the golden ticket. She said
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
There you are. All right.
Maybe that
So
was the mic drop.
boom. She's gonna have a lot in here. She's gonna have tons of mic drops for you guys. I can promise you this. Her and I have spoken before, and she's got mic drops like there's no tomorrow. So get the pen and paper ready. She already gave you a few. All right. Your 18-year-old self, what would you go back and tell her?
That I would just tell her, don't think about it, go for it, and then starting the agency model
That's right. Yep.
first. Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I would do.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you. The agency model. I love that. All
yeah.
right. Game changer. What I need to know from you is what is something you've done in your business that helped your business grow that maybe somebody said, oh, that's not going to happen? Or you thought, okay, I do this, it's not going to work, but it did anyway.
Well, honestly, the game changer was letting go of my client work, like you said, letting go of that, because it's our business is our baby. And if you're a solopreneur and have never done that before or delegated and let somebody do the work, and especially if it's client work that you're responsible for, you want to make sure that it's okay. And so when I could finally, though, let go and actually have my subcontractor speak to the client and let them work together. And I got to the point where I didn't even need to see every email that they copied me on, that I could just only, if there was an issue or something, I get involved. But otherwise, then the client saw me once a month because we had monthly strategy meetings and I was still the face of the company, but the other work was done by the team. That was a game changer in my business. Absolutely.
So I just learned of a new app.
Oh,
Someone just
okay.
turned me on to a new app, and
Uh-oh.
it reads my emails to me in the morning.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
And it tells me the latest news that I'm interested. So AI already knows what I'm sort of interested in, even though I put other things. It gave me what I'm supposed to have. It's HUXE. H Harry, U umbrella, X X-ray, and E. It really only is a lot. I've only been able to find out how to do one email and calendar right now, but I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna tell you now, oh my God.
That
The
sounds
bomb.
wonderful. Yeah, that sounds wonderful because I'm always drinking my tea or coffee in the morning and going through on my phone the emails and all of that before I even get to the desk.
Uh,
So that's awesome if it'll read it to you like that. I love
it
it.
does.
I'm gonna look at it.
I just started it, so I've been doing my makeup while I do that, and my
Mhm.
hair while I do it, and I'm like, "This is the bomb," and
That's
I love when it
perfect.
says, "You only have 2 emails that are totally important to you,"
Oh.
and they tell me what they are, and then they tell me, "Oh, and by the way, everything else was promotional."
I love it. Do they delete them for you too?
No, oh my God. Oh my God. That would be such a miracle. I'd be so
I
much in
know, I
heaven.
know. Maybe after I start using it, you use it, and maybe we'll bombard them with suggestions of what they could do next.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's in a guy and a girl voice. I didn't change anything. It just came up in a guy and a girl voice. But
Right.
oh my God. And yeah, on these things, you never know what I come out with, and you never know what I end up telling you. So it's always amazing.
No, that's really cool. I hadn't heard of that one yet, so I'll have to check it out.
I didn't either. So
I
okay,
love
I just learned about it.
I love
So
it.
all
Wonderful.
right. What's one myth about being an entrepreneur you wish they would all kick to the curb and stop believing?
I think the thing that, you can just jump online and become a business owner, an entrepreneur, and start earning money right away, And the thing that upsets me is everybody sees these make 10K a month and this and that and the other, guaranteed, and all. But the reality is that it takes time to build up to that 10K a month. You have to develop, authority, a brand, and all of those things online. You can't just jump on. And I think it's a real myth, and it's misleading to a lot of people who want to quit work. And it's unfair because they just think they can jump on and just earn that money. And that, it hurts my heart to see it, because the truth is the way that many of those people are making their money is by selling the course or whatever it is to the other person,
Yeah.
and I just hate to see that.
Yeah. So I would much rather see someone start by on that lunch breaks, pockets of time, lunch
Yes.
breaks,
Side
in the
gig.
evening, when you're bringing your children to, baseball, soccer, dance, whatever. Use that time to be in your car and do what you need to do, not gossip with the other moms, but do something you have to do for your business to grow it or to change something. Those
Absolutely.
those were the keys in the old days. Okay. I'm going way back in the old days. All right. In the old days, the more successful female women that were selling things would actually go to the payphones. Okay. Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
I'm really
Mhm.
going antiquated on some of you. Okay.
We're doing the original OG.
Mhm. They would go to the payphones and put their little quarters in,
Mhm.
okay? And they
Yeah.
would talk on the phone to get people during the time when their kids were dancing or on the field playing ball, practicing or whatever. I'm not saying doing they did it while the kid was actually playing a game or something or in a
Right.
little
Of
big
course.
rehearsal review. I'm talking about during those times where they're practicing, they're learning their skill. They sat down and honed in their skill. Then that went to them getting in their cars with their cell phones. And I mean, guys, we're not talking little cell phones. We're talking cell phones with a big old box you had to carry around, like a clunker. And it was expensive to make that call.
Mhm.
Really was. Not
Yep.
like it is today where you can sneak off and today we're not even sneaking off to do that. Today we're just on our phones.
All the
Either
time. Ugh.
either direct messaging people, setting emails, sending text messages, or if you have to go and make a phone call you can, but nobody really talks anymore these days. Do you
I
think
know.
that?
I
Mhm.
do. I do. It's kind of sad. I mean, even like family gatherings, we go to sit down to eat and the phones come out. Not while we're at the table. Put them down. We're going to have conversations again. Remember those? And I think so many younger people today don't even understand professionalism anymore and
Oh
what that
no.
means, and yeah. So all those soft skills still need to be taught.
So I was just talking to somebody the other day, and she is actually in charge of soft skills for AI with a company right now. I'm so excited about that.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I'm glad. I'm
I said,
glad to
oh my,
see somebody's doing something about it.
I know, I'm just so excited about that because that is something that's needed because so many people don't know soft skills. They've never heard of them. They don't even know what they are. It's just
Absolutely. Yeah.
it's just things that make you polite.
I know, right? Why is that hard for people to understand? They're anymore though, they're so used to choppy words and no grammar and all of those things that we had to learn in school. And even more did they're not teaching cursive writing.
Yes, I do
So
know
how do
that.
how do people learn how to do their signature anymore?
Hopefully their parents teach them.
Yes, I
I
hope
mean,
so.
we're not going to be even doing that anymore. It's going to be a dot.
Yeah, but I
It's
just
so
think
fun.
there's still such a big need for all of those things, and it just
All right.
is sad to see that go by the wayside.
Yeah, because your signature was your signature back in the day.
Yes, when today, if you're just doing print, anybody can do that, right? Oh,
100%.
yeah.
They
Although
just check.
everybody does online now, so you can't tell what it is at the time.
Yeah, I guess if there's ever a question, they check IP addresses. Who knows? Who
There
knows?
we go.
Yeah. All right. Now,
All
you
right.
just mentioned something sitting down to dinner,
Yes.
having people take out their phones, and you go, oh. So I would love this next question answered by you because you raised 3 children, built a business while in the middle of dealing with MS. How did you make the beautiful chaos of all of it come to life?
Well, I think the first thing for anybody out there who is trying to have balance is setting your priorities first. So just list them out somewhere so you can have them in front of you on your desk or wherever it is. But what are your priorities? And so for me, as hard as it is to balance, and believe me, I get to a point where I think I'm doing well and then it gets out. I mean, I don't know if you've ever read the 12-week year, if you've ever read that, but it's a good book. Anyway, it talks about basically there's this beautiful imbalance. There's always some part that is, gets a little more attention that week than another part, but then the next week, you know, the other gets more, and it depends. So for me, though, my husband and my children they had priority. Now, if they stepped into the home office and I was on the phone or on a video or something like that, they knew to wait. And then when I was done, they had me always. If they came in and I wasn't doing that, they knew they could talk to me and ask me a question or do whatever, And we had our dinner time and all of the other things to set up. But one of the things that I had to learn because of my disability with MS and lupus, and now I don't know how many, but is to learn to work from bed, and that was okay. Because originally, I was getting dressed and all the, doing the office thing like I'm showing up. But, as things happen and I have bad days, I learned it's okay to work from bed, and that's all right.
I
We have to,
love working
we,
from bed.
yeah, we
I
have to give
love working
ourselves
from bed.
permission to take the easy things too, because we tend as entrepreneurs, everything we're just hitting it, you know what I mean? And we forget sometimes those easy things to just breathe it in and take those easy things in, and, and do what we can simply.
Yeah.
So,
Sometimes I'm more productive in bed than getting
mhm,
up and
mhm.
doing other things because I can sit there and just
Knock
get
it out.
through. Yeah,
Yeah.
knock those babies out like there's no
Yes.
tomorrow. And
Yes. For
So,
sure.
you know,
I fell asleep on my laptop. I can't tell you how many times. So my husband would come in and he'd be like, Tammy, your glasses are on still. I'd be like, huh? So yes.
yeah, my husband has been known to just leave it. She'll wake up and she'll do two more little dun, 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 and she'll go back to sleep, and then she'll move it when she wants.
Right.
That
We
was
have to
so
do it.
funny.
We have to do it the way we have to do it sometimes.
Yep, that's it. And you know, so we raised my husband's grandson. Okay.
Mhm.
So I was in the Bible says there's no wrong thing with giving a bribe. It's if you take the bribe.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I was never against doing a bribe. I have to be on the phone for this amount of time. You're going to do this. Once I'm finished, we go do blah, 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 blah.
Yes. I heard a really good tip when my kids were young, when they were toddlers and stuff, because back then it was anytime you got on the phone, all of a sudden life was, awful and they're crying or doing and whatever. But somebody told me to get a box of toys, crayons, markers, whatever it is that they like to sit and do, for each one of them, and just put it up somewhere. And then when you're going to be on the phone or on a video call or whatever it is, get that out and give it to them. But it's only during that time, and then put it up when you're done, because then they're excited. It's like a new toy again, and so then often it works.
It's the
But
special stuff coming out. That's perfect.
exactly. Exactly.
All right. So, what about somebody, because you're a coach, and I know you deal with this often, somebody's standing there in the middle of a mess and they're ready to throw in the towel, go, I'm done.
Yeah.
What is your advice?
I've been there too. A few times. Okay. He said, okay, Lord, I don't know why I was in this, but is it time? Is it time to walk away? And surprisingly, I've never been told to walk away. So we all have those times where it's a mess, or where we don't have clients and we're thinking, okay, now what? Do I just need to stop? But I will say that the hardest thing that business owners do, I think, is persevere. Truly, we have to persevere. And that's something that nobody tells you in the beginning. They don't tell you that it's, hard work and you're going to have to do this and that. But persevering, I will say that out of a lot of my characters, that's probably one of my strongest. But, we just have to persevere sometimes. But I'd also say pick up the phone and call a girlfriend, or maybe reach out to a coach or to a mentor or to somebody that can help walk you through the difficult times.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm just throwing this out here. I'm sure you do 15-minute little coaching sessions with people.
Actually, 30. Yeah, I give away 30 minutes. Yes.
You give away 30 minutes of coaching?
Yes, and we can get a lot done, let me tell you.
Wow. And so, I mean, reach out to Tammy. She's somebody who's been there, done that.
Yep.
She's got the shirt. She can wear it.
I need one. I used to have one that said fearless on it, which really is fitting since my business name is Fearless Business Boss. So,
All right. All right. Give me a future sneak peek into what's happening into your world.
Okay. I am going to introduce something called bite-sized courses by Tammy, because we only want to take in so much at a time. So I'm going to introduce some bite-sized courses soon.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that is nice. So small little courses they can do on their own, correct?
Mhm. Yeah, or I'm thinking I may do some of the first ones live, and then Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Hmm.
even better.
I know. I'm looking
Okay.
forward to it. I love
I'm getting
teaching. So,
Oh, that would be exciting. I like
yes.
that. All
Yes.
right. Tell me something unexpected nobody would think that you would have done. Surprise us.
Besides being a pastor's wife,
Drop.
yeah, I know. Well, I did write some book, self-published, a Bible study devotional, really, with a friend of mine years ago. We did some Bible study sports camps, and now I'm actually working on a possible Bible study on Ruth on the side.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
I'm
Yeah,
excited. I'm
that's really
hoping.
good. I
Yeah.
like that. I like I like it. All right. Pump up some music. What do you got?
This is me from The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
I love that. When that, I could, yeah, I just love it. It's one of those songs that when it plays, I'm like, yes. Because I think we can all relate. I tell people I'm disabled, but I think everybody is disabled to some degree, right? We all are in different ways, but some it's just easier to see physically than others. We all have things in our life that, we want to get rid of or we don't want, or that, physically can tend to impede us. But this is me. Show it off.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Oh, no.
I know. A favorite worship song
Oh,
or Christian
my.
song. Do you have one?
Out of the hymn book, I'd say Shine on Me, which a lot of people don't know.
Mhm.
And, oh, gosh, there's so many.
So I'm a little out there. I love Stomp.
Oh, really? Yeah,
I
good.
love Stomp.
Good. Okay. Very good.
Yeah, I like
But
that.
I'm just thinking of just the general ones we all
Mhm.
sing all the time because, like, I'll be in the shower and start singing.
Right.
But yeah, just the general praise songs that I'm trying to think. I mean, my mind it literally went blank when you said
I
that.
know because I put you
But
on the spot, but I like
yeah,
Shine
but
on Me.
no,
That's a great song.
yeah, I just can't. I'm thinking when I jump in the shower, there's always one, but they're slower ones sometimes.
Mhm.
But then, yeah, I used to sing in the praise team, so you would think I'd have them coming out like that. But yeah, my mind went blank.
I totally understand. I used to sing in the choir too, so I totally get it. All right. Books that you love.
What's that? Oh,
Book
books.
you love. Why don't you tell us the one that you wrote? You wrote a book, right? Already.
Well, this is
A Bible
years
study.
ago. It's not
That's
out there.
okay. Can we
Yeah,
still
it's
get
not.
it or
It was a
no?
journey with Jesus devotional where you actually walk the steps symbolically of Christ.
Oh,
And during that time, you did a devotion each day. So it was like 15 minutes of exercise equaled 1 mile. So whatever you did, whether it was walk or whatever, you could do that. And then it was a devotion each day as well. We had a church down in South Carolina actually do it, which was cool. And then our church, of course, when we were in Maryland, did it. So it was really
wow.
cool.
That is cool. Is it still available? Like on Amazon or
No,
no?
we have some copies, and I mentioned to Cindy that we should put them out there now, but no, we haven't done that. I'd have
Mhm.
to really dig to find my copy, to be honest. But hopefully, I'm going to do the Ruth one soon. But I'll
That'd
have
be
to
great.
talk to her about reviving it, maybe.
Yeah, that'd
I
be
can't
great.
tell you how many little footprints cutouts I had in my kitchen. It was drove me crazy. And I'd be like, why are you doing these footprints? And I didn't get it until the end. She's like, we've got to have these. She kept saying, we got to have these. And everybody loved them because they'd color them in as they used them.
Oh,
So
so sweet.
it is, yeah. So anyway, but
All right.
yeah, I will. The other thing is the 12-week year, I would say, is a great one to do. It helps with productivity, everything. And then the things that really, I would say, built me up in my business were actually online magazines like Founder, Inc., Entrepreneur, those kinds of things really helped me become a better business owner.
Oh, wow. Great tip. Those are the ones that actually do it. They're short reads. They're easy to read. You get
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I love it. They're trying to pack as much as they can in one little thing. Yeah.
Yep. I
What
know.
about quotes? What about quotes? Do you have a quote?
Okay, so I'll give you my quote and then
Yeah.
another one. So I always tell people that business is a journey, not a sprint. So don't think, you're going to jump in and that's it. It's a journey. And it just takes time. It's more like a marathon than a sprint. And then the other quote I have is from scripture. There is therefore now no condemnation for those in Christ Jesus, Romans 8:1. So that's my verse. Because I didn't get saved till I was much older, till I was after we were married. So
Wow. That's
yeah.
amazing.
And talk
That is
about
amazing.
becoming a pastor's wife just a few years later. Yes. Crazy, right?
That is crazy. All right. Superpower. God comes down, says you can have any superpower you want for 24 hours. What's going to be, Tammy?
Oh gosh, there's so many, but honestly, I would say energy from somewhere because that's one of the things that really, I would say, if anything limits me, it would be my energy level. So I have trouble with that. So that's the one thing I would say, more energy. And I would spend it with my family, probably, taking my grandkids here, there, and whatever, So
How many grandchildren you have now?
we have 5 now. Yeah, 5. So 2 live just around the corner, and then my other 3 are almost 2 hours away. So
Well, that's not bad.
no, it's not, but I don't get to see them enough. That's not.
That happens.
I just wish I could be there to help more and things like that. But
Uh,
yeah, but I'm
and
very
talk-
blessed to have 2 of them here. So
yeah, that's fun.
it
That's
is.
fun.
Yeah.
It is. All right. You talked about energy. Okay.
Yes.
We all sometimes run low and empty.
Mhm.
We're just our gas tank's empty.
Yes.
What can we do to motivate ourselves or get that energy back up? Do you have any tips?
Well, I think you need to know yourself and what works for one thing. So whether that's listening to a podcast or, watching a video, for me, it is music. Turn on my music, and then that puts me in a better mood. So,
Yep.
and motivation, because then I feel that energy and I'm wanting to do something.
Yeah, music and motivate. That's what motivates me too.
Yeah,
I love music.
I do too.
All right. What is the best way for our audience to stay connected with you?
Okay. Well, I'm on LinkedIn and Facebook, so they can connect with me there or through my website. I have a couple of great free offers that they can pick up. One is, going through the processes, because when we outsource and subcontract, we need to have processes in place. So that I just did a new little free checklist. It's real simple. But the other one that's a little deeper is I have a Boost Your Growth by Outsourcing checklist. And that one kind of helps you go through some of your tasks that you do to decide what you're going to delegate first and so on.
Wow.
So both of those are, and then you could sign up for my free mini session too on my website. And that is fearlessbusinessboss.com.
All right. You got it here. You got a package. Woo!
Yeah, all kinds of goodies.
Right. So I think you have more mic drop moments. So do you mind actually sharing with us anything you'd like to share with the entrepreneurs out there that we didn't talk about?
Um, yeah, I think we talked about a lot, but as I said, I think perseverance is a big thing, and just continuing to move forward, even when it feels like you're going backwards. Just know that's okay too. And it's a normal feeling. We've all been there, and just keep moving forward in it, and keep that marketing wheel turning, because you cannot let it off for a minute, because even if you're full of clients right now, you don't know when you may not be. And so you need to make sure that marketing wheel is turning and still supplying you leads and things like that.
Yep, you have a list of people ready to come on.
Yeah, there you go. And if you're already full and frustrated, then come talk to me.
Keep the bomb. All right, Tammy. Thanks. Thank you so much for being on here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it so much, Angel.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Female Entrepreneurs Magazine. I hope you found inspiration, actionable tips, and a sense of connection with our incredible community of driven women. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a review, and share the episode with fellow entrepreneurs who are ready to elevate their game. Remember, your success is just the beginning, and we're here to support you in every step of the way. Until next time, keep shining, keep thriving, and remember, you have the power to create the business and life of your dreams. Stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.